Northern Barrens, a land of dust, broken roads, dry plains, old memories, and endless horizons. For many Horde players, this place is more than just another zone in World of Warcraft. It is one of the first true journeys into Azeroth. After the cataclysm, the Barrens were changed forever. The land that once stretched as one massive region was split apart. The earth cracked, the roads were broken, and the old Barrens became two separate lands, Northern Barrens and Southern Barrens. Northern Barrens remained important for one simple reason: connection. This land links Durotar, the heart of Orcish power, with the lands of the Tauren. It holds the roads between Orgrimmar and Thunderbluff. If the roads of Northern Barrens fall, the Horde loses more than land. It loses connection. One road at a time, one outpost at a time, one story at a time. Our journey begins at Far Watch, a small Horde outpost on the edge of the Barrens. And from the moment we arrive, the Barrens make one thing clear: this land is not safe. Wild beasts roam the plains. Quilboar threaten Horde positions. The roads are exposed. At first, the tasks are simple: clear threats, help the outpost, secure the area, prove that we can survive in the dust. There is no grand speech here, no legendary weapon, no massive battle, just the first steps into a much larger story. Far Watch teaches us what Northern Barrens really is: a harsh land where progress is earned slowly and where every small victory matters. From Far Watch, the journey moves deeper into the Barrens. The road opens before us: dry ground, long paths, dust in every direction. Eventually, the path leads us to Grol'dom farm, and here the story becomes more grounded. Grol'dom is not a battlefield. It is a farm, a place of work, a place of supplies, a reminder that the Horde is not made only of soldiers. It is made of workers, farmers, travelers, scouts, and ordinary people trying to survive in a harsh world. At Grol'dom farm, the threats feel smaller, but they still matter, because survival is not always about defeating ancient evil. Sometimes survival means protecting food, defending workers, recovering what was lost, keeping one more place alive for another day. This is where Northern Barrens shows its quieter side. The zone is not only about combat, it is about endurance, a dry, dangerous land where even the smallest settlements have to fight to exist. And from there, the road continues, further into the heart of the Barrens, toward one of the most iconic places in World of Warcraft, the Crossroads. The Crossroads sits at the heart of Northern Barrens. This is where the roads meet, where travelers pass through, where Horde presence feels strongest. But the Crossroads is not safe. The Kolkar are not just random enemies on the road. They are raiders, a hostile force threatening movement, settlements, and stability across the Barrens. They attack, they capture, they pressure Horde positions, and they turn the roads into dangerous ground. If the Horde wants to keep Northern Barrens connected, the Kolkar threat must be broken. So we push back, camp by camp, fight by fight, step by step. This is the first real conflict of the zone. The Horde is trying to hold the road, and the Kolkar are trying to make sure that road belongs to no one. By defeating them, we are not only completing quests, we are helping secure the path. We are helping the Crossroads breathe. And in this land, that matters. After the fighting, the road leads us somewhere different. The oases, in the middle of dust, cracked earth, beasts, and war. The oases feel almost unreal. Water, life, greenery, quiet. At first they look peaceful, like small miracles in a dry and unforgiving land. But Northern Barrens rarely gives peace without mystery beneath it. The oases are not just beautiful locations. They are strange places, places where the land feels different, where the water, wildlife, and energy around them suggest that the Barrens are not as empty as they appear. Until now, Northern Barrens has been about survival. Roads, outposts, caravans, farms, centaur attacks. But the oases remind us that Azeroth is an ancient world, a world where even a dry land can hide secrets. From the oases, the journey reaches Ratchet, and Ratchet changes the tone completely. After Horde outposts, farms, centaurs, and mysterious waters, we arrive at a goblin port on the edge of the sea. Ratchet is loud in a different way, not war drums, trade, ships, deals, engines, pirates, profit. Ratchet reminds us that Azeroth is not shaped only by armies and ancient powers. It is also shaped by merchants, sailors, smugglers, and goblins who see chaos as a business opportunity. Here the problems are different. Less about honor, more about money. Less about holding a sacred road. More about keeping trade moving and surviving whatever disaster the goblins have created this time. And that contrast matters, because it makes Northern Barrens feel like a real region. Farwatch watches the road. Grol'dom farm keeps people supplied. The Crossroads holds the heart of the zone. The oases hide mystery. And Ratchet opens the Barrens to trade, piracy, and goblin ambition. Ratchet is chaotic, but it belongs here, because the Barrens are a crossroads in every sense of the word. A place where Horde survival, goblin business, ancient mystery, and local conflict all collide. And then, the journey takes us to Nozzlepot's outpost. Here, the goblin side of the Barrens becomes even louder. Machines, digging, smoke, noise, plans that probably should not be trusted. Nozzlepot's outpost shows another side of a broken world. For some, the Barrens are something to protect. For the goblins, they are something to exploit. Where others see danger, they see business. Where others see a harsh land, they see something to mine, build, burn, sell, or blow up. It is messy, it is reckless, it is very goblin, but it adds another layer to the story. Northern Barrens is not only about the Horde, not only about centaurs and roads, it is about how different people respond to a broken land. The Horde tries to secure it. The farmers try to survive it. The Kolkar try to raid it. The goblins try to profit from it. And somewhere between all of them, the Barrens continues to live. As the journey nears its end, the story becomes quieter again. After the outposts, after the caravans, after the Crossroads, after the Kolkar, after the oases, after Ratchet, after the smoke and noise of goblin machines, there is still one final idea left in Northern Barrens: hope. That may sound strange in a land like this. For our Loremaster journey, Northern Barrens becomes the first true test, not because it is the most epic zone in World of Warcraft, but because it teaches the foundation of the journey. Explore the land, understand the story, help the people, follow the roads, complete the zone, and leave it with more meaning than when we arrived. Because for many players, the Barrens were never just a place on the map. They were the beginning of the road. And now, on our Loremaster journey, they become the beginning once again. Northern Barrens is complete, one zone finished, one story understood, one step deeper into Azeroth, and the journey continues. Our path leads into Ashenvale, ancient forests, old magic, a darker story waiting beneath the trees. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in Ashenvale.